Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, I would appreciate it if you smash the like, ring my bell, and hit subscribe, and leave comments when you find this video helpful for you to spread the words out for others. Let's dig in and look at the charts. This is Coinalyze on the 4-hour chart, looking at Bitcoin derivatives, in particular perpetual futures. What are we seeing here? We see the huge pump from Bitcoin, so yay. And also, open interest finally jumped. You can see that right here. Make sure you can see it. Okay, right there. Open interest jump. Funding rate went positive. So funding rate's positive, open interest is high, price is high. If funding rate's positive, that means longs pay the shorts to hold their a premium to hold their positions. If these conditions are in place, the chance of price dropping to liquidate the longs are extremely high. That's pretty much what this tells me. On the other days when I show you this chart, the signals were very weak. Now it's very strong, but in the opposite direction. We already liquidated the shorts. Now we're gonna look. Now price is gonna liquidate the longs. So let's take a look at some other charts for you. We'll go with where could the price go? Let's take a look at this next one. So tomorrow, February the 5th, max pain price has changed. It's now 39,000 right there. That's where it's going to do the most damage to the puts and the calls. Calls are options where people can buy, have the option to buy, and puts are where people can have the options to sell. So max pain is 39. Now keep all these numbers in mind. Let's go to the another chart. Here we have the liquidation levels for from high block capital and prices right here. Notice all these crazy leverage positions that are just opened up today right here. So all these right here were new. Guess how many? And these are all long liquidation high leverage levels. Currently, longs have $6.75 billion in high leverage differences against the shorts. This is just not the total of longs and total of shorts. This is the difference between the longs and the shorts as far as 25x to 100x leverage. That's a lot of money. So like I mentioned, funding rate is high, price is high, higher than usual. You have open interest high. You have all these liquidations. So what a whale would do is take the opposite direction. They would take the opposite direction and short it, right? So they take the short high leverage position in perpetual futures, for example. And what they can do is dump Bitcoin into the spot market. When you dump Bitcoin into the spot market, the excess supply is going to drive price down, liquidating. And since perpetual futures, price is closely connected with the spot market. When spot market price go down, it'll pull the futures, perpetual futures price down, and it'll liquidate all these people, and the whales will collect their high leverage positions. It's that simple. And like I mentioned to you before, it's being done a lot and often. So let's go take a look at another chart. this one I recently show you guys, but let's review it again. But this is so extreme. It's kind of cool. All right, so this one is from levitas.ch, and this chart is called the BTC Open Interest Weighted Funding Rate. Again, if you don't remember from my last video, the difference between this funding rate and the other funding, the normal funding rate, is this funding rate is weighted by how much open interest there are in that particular funding rate. So if a funding rate has if a funding rate has at a certain time has, let's say, $1 million in open interest, that weight is less than if there was the same funding rate had $1 billion. That would weigh more. So that's what this chart shows. The red line is the price, and the green line is the funding, the open interest weighted funding rate. Notice how the funding rate, the green line, is skyrocketing all the way up here. The zero line is right here. My cursor is moving across it. That's the zero line right there for the funding rate. It's significantly high. It's up to like 0.0, well, significantly high relative to recent times. It's 0.0, almost to 0.008. So it flipped. But where in this chart have you seen, in recent time, and that both funding rates high and prices up at this level? I've shown this chart before, and it tends to have the funding rate on this chart tend to have a negative correlation with the price. So, for example, I showed this yesterday, I believe. So when the funding rate goes, let's find here, funding rate goes down, but the price goes up, right there. Similarly, let's find another spot for you. It doesn't always happen, but there are times when it happens. So here you see that funding rate drops, price goes up. Funding rate, let's go to find another one. This one kind of works. This is price going up, funding rate drops down. Let's find one where funding rate's rising. This one kind of works. Funding rate's rising, price drops. So right now, both of them are up here and like way high. So instead of having a negative correlation, they have a correlation, at least at this point in time. So with all the elements that I've mentioned to you combined, this is going to hold true and the price is going to drop. Fund rate is going to stay up there for a bit. Price is going to drop because they're going the longs will get liquidated. And that is back on this other chart. It's fine. Right there, this chart. It's only natural. That's a lot of money waiting. It's like free money for the whales to take. So really quick video for you. And I hope it added value to you. And so I'm excited to watch and see what happened. Several of my previous prediction around these movements have come true. So we'll see how this move will take place. It might consolidate for a little bit, and then when the time is right, it's gonna drop. So let's exit and do the outro here. Appreciate your time. Smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and please leave a comment. I love those comments. Thanks. Take care. I'll see you in the next video today. Peace.